I'm Nicki. I'm the owner of NIXIN Jewelry and Line+HUE.
Do you want to talk about your stacking rings and the type of stones you use in those pieces?
Absolutely. So one of the things I love doing, especially with my NIXIN collection, is creating stacking pieces. I find a lot of my clients really respond well to that, especially those that are looking for engagement pieces. They love to be able to add to their engagement ring and wedding stack over the years. So this has been a very popular piece. This is the Triple Eclipse Stargazer. And you can see it's got 3 cabochon moonstones that are pretty incredible clarity here. And they have, here's a big word for those that aren't in the trade, agilurescence. That's the blue flash in the stones. So individually, here's how it looks. But for those that want a stacking ring, or those that are looking for engagement rings, I created these stacking bands, and there are different ways that you can stack them, but you can interlock stones and the rings like this to create a stacked look. And there are different ways that you can stack the rings. You can play with them, but that's one example of how you can do it.
Oh, so these pieces are related to that style? Are these the same collection?
Not necessarily the same collection, but I would consider these part of my more minimalist style.
Okay.
Kind of like
So this is the more
the ring that
minimalist
you're wearing.
aesthetic.
Exactly. These are the cubist wrap earrings, and this is the helix ring.
Right, and you were just telling me that the special thing about this is you can wear it
Doubled up. When you
Doubled
have
up?
2 of these, you can actually intertwine them.
Mm-hmm.
You intertwine them first, and then you slide them both onto your finger, and you can actually intertwine them so that they start and end exactly at the same place, or you can unwind them a little bit, kind of like a corkscrew. So they look almost twice as long, and you get this doubled up effect. It's actually a really fun look.
It sounds really exciting because I know that it's very popular, and I happen to have a favorite thing to do with jewelry, and that is when you can wear it more than one way.
Right. So it does. That's exactly
really
what it
fun
gives you.
about
Options.
this piece. So some of these other pieces are from different collections that are a larger, bolder look, like this piece over here.
So this piece is actually from my other line. The pieces we were just talking about are from NIXIN.
Okay, so that's NIXIN. And
This piece is from Line+HUE. It's my other brand that I have. And the Line+HUE brand is actually very highly focused in gradients. So I work with 3 types of gradients: size gradients, density gradients, and color gradients.
So
and that's what you're looking at here.
Variation in shade as you go along the row of stones.
Exactly. So it's not just about rainbow, going from red, orange, yellow, green to blue, but actually about focusing on hues, really shifting from, you see the purple here into a different shade of purple.
All the way to
indigo.
the almost greenish.
Exactly, and I've got other examples of that here. This is the amber sphinx ring.
This one has...
It ranges from almost a merlot all the way down to like a honey color with shades of amber, kind of softened amber in between.
So which stones are in these rings?
These are all sapphires, and the little white stones are diamonds. Sapphires are really amazing. A lot of people that aren't familiar with sapphires think they only come in blue, but sapphires really come in every shade of the rainbow.
Right, right.
This is the midi sphinx ring, which is intended to go on your finger like that.
And the middle joint like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, so I see. And so you were inspired by the color and the variation, and so you want to talk about some of the other pieces in this collection?
Absolutely. Another thing I do in the Line+HUE collection is density gradient. That's when I cluster stones, and then they spread out. Some people like to call it a spray as well. This is a hexagon piece that I do with the density gradient, and I happen to be wearing a horizontal bar. This is one of my favorite pieces. Excuse me, I said horizontal, it's a vertical bar. I also do it in a horizontal bar. But same thing, I do earrings, rings, necklaces. I've got a beautiful cuff bracelet I do in this collection as well.
And what about the work with the various related quartz here, and you've got the opals. You want to talk about these pieces?
Sure. So I guess to take it back one step in your question, what you'll see in my NIXIN collection is kind of a combination of styles. Sometimes I do more minimalist pieces like we already addressed. Sometimes I do pieces that have a touch of Art Deco. And the third style you'll sometimes see is a little more organic. You'll also sometimes see a combination of those elements. So what you're looking at here, I would say, is a combination of the more organic and some minimalist, because you see this like geometric minimalist shape with the bars coming over the related quartz, but it also has an organic feel with that type of stone in it. Same thing here. You get in this piece, you get a very minimalist geometric feel to it, but with that Australian boulder opal, it also has a very organic, earthy feel to it. These pieces over here, this is the Paleo series. It's made out of 14 karat rose gold. And if you can see here, these are diamond slices. Some diamond slices are very flat. Others are a little deeper and have a slight rose cut surface to them. These are the type that have a slight rose cut surface and a touch of a champagne hue to their color. That's what I love about them, so you get beautiful reflection off their faceted surface. It's a small collection because I don't have any more of these stones left available, so these are one of a kinds. But these are definitely an example of a more organic feel in the NIXIN collection.